preparing, and we're live.
Woohoo!
Hey.
Hello, amazing people. Tonight I am with the most amazing people in the world. Why do I say that? My point of view is it takes a massive commitment to your life and to the world to be a 3-day body facilitator. And tonight, myself and Gaïa, wave at me, bonsoir tout le monde. We are with the 3-day body facilitators. Say hello.
Hi guys.
Hello.
The whisperers of the bodies.
the whispers of the bodies. And tonight we are going. Oh, can you turn that down, please?
Sorry.
Tonight we are going to talk about, did you know that your point of view creates your body? Now, we are just out of a global foundation where 3,200 people took an Access Foundation class, and the creator of Access, Gary Douglas, talks about get yourself to a body class, get yourself to a body class, get yourself to a body class. I'm going to open the conversation with asking one of you guys to jump in and say, why do I go to a body class?
Why not?
No, give me a reason. Give me a reason.
Because your body wants to.
It's a body class.
I have a body.
You have a body, that's why.
Okay, so let's talk about Access's point of view about you having a body and what actually your point of view. The name of this Facebook Live is your point of view creates your body. So for people out there, they might be saying, what do you mean my point of view creates my body? Can you guys talk about that?
Sure.
I can say something. I can, if we look now, it's very like, very well in media about the coronavirus. And I just looked like on CNN, and I've seen that there are 40,000 cases that had like the test positive, and there are 60,000 cases where the test is not positive and people have symptoms. So all these people bought the point of view about coronavirus, and they did it, but there is no sign that they have it. So what a better example, and this is like in medicine again and again, you can see it, how your point of view creates your reality, and they don't know what to say about it. So I think that's an example that we live now these days.
That is just incredible. So basically people are creating the symptoms because, you know, they're mimicking the symptoms. Now they think that they have the virus, and of course their point of view creates their body. Anthony. Are you there? You were about to say
it's
something.
Echoing, so I hope my connection is good. But I remember one of the biggest hey, yeah, so hopefully my connection's okay. But I remember Gary saying that for every point of view we have creates a physical solidification that locks into our body. Every point of view, even the good points of view, the good, the bad, the ugly, it actually creates this physical solidification that locks into our body. So, and, you know, for that reason alone, because a lot of what we're doing in Access is to go beyond, right, the rights and the wrongs, the goods and the bads, and, you know, to try to live an interesting point of view and in the question. And so, you know, one of the things that by going to a body class is to not only create space, communion, and ease with your body, but to also, with all the tools of Access, to destroy and uncreate all of those limiting points of view that actually keep us stuck and keep us from having the ease with our bodies that we're capable of having. And as we increase and expand in more consciousness, our body has to go for the ride as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So if we leave our body behind, it can hurt. It can
a
hurt.
lot.
Yeah. So it's like, that's why these, you know, for me, that's one of the reasons why these body processes are here and available, is to make it easier to expand in consciousness or grow in consciousness, because it's not always easy on any level. Sometimes you have to look at like the ugly parts, right? Or the ugly parts that we think that are ugly, which is just a point of view, right? and have that huge level of vulnerability where we can actually ultimately have more of us. So going to a body class to me it's been a game changer and a life changer, as you all know.
I'm so grateful that you talked about that, you know, every point of view is like, if every point of view is a physical solidification.
Yeah.
Like that, like even if you're looking tonight and you're like, oh my goodness, where do I start? Like even recognizing even 1% of your point of views will create a change, you know?
Can I add something to that?
Of course you can. Oh, can I just say, can we all give Nadja a big whoop whoop?
That's me.
So,
Yay, Nadja.
Thank you.
That's gorgeous, Tiba. She's the baby of the group, 23 years of age, and she's about to facilitate her first body class tomorrow.
No, day after tomorrow, but yes,
Oh,
thank
oops.
you. So cool. Yeah, I just want to add to that and share with the world a simple tool that you can do. It's like what Anthony said, that all of points of view are becoming so solid, and I just removed all the mirrors from my apartment. So it's now been like 1 month, and it's like my body changed so much. Everybody is telling me that I look way better, that like I actually lose some weight, and I'm way more present with my body. Like we are not even aware how much are like the morning routine, looking yourself in the mirror and telling yourself like recreating the same judgments and your body the same way. It's like it has huge impact, and just by maybe starting to be present more with your body, and like when I work out or when I go jogging, or I actually ask my body how would it like to be, or like what it desires, and it's like really amazing how much more I'm acknowledging the change that my body is creating just because I judge myself less. So it's really, what if you could start your day by asking your body how beautiful and how can it be, and how can you feel, like how can you enjoy this body instead of like judging yourself and don't even knowing that you are judging yourself or your body actually. So remove the mirrors.
So I'm going to put in a personal request for myself and all the body facilitators. Can we have your voice in? How can you enjoy your body in the morning?
My excitement is so low that I can't wait for my first 3-day body class.
Yeah.
Maybe put the mirrors up on special
facilitated by
occasions.
amazing Vladica. Sorry.
I said put the mirrors back up on special occasions. Mirrors can be fun.
on the ceiling.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah.
Hawk me, sorry.
What you think about drinking champagne tomorrow and celebrating? Is that okay to have a point of view like that?
What? I didn't hear you.
I said, what's the point of view of drinking champagne tomorrow afternoon and celebrating your first body class?
Yes, it will like contribute
Already.
to our bodies to be even.
She is just gorgeous. Oh my goodness me. Kalpana, did I hear you say something? I could sense you about to say something a while ago.
No, but what I would love to tap into what Anthony was saying about how, you know, doing a body class will really assist you to let go of all these points of views. The beauty for me one of the million beauties in a body class is that you don't have to analyze it. It's so beautiful that you can just go to this class, you get a partner, and that partner is always somehow showing you so much and contributing. There's always this magic that occurs with your partner that you have for 3 days, and the body processes literally melt away a lot of your stuff. You don't have to make your list and then be like, I need to change that point of view and that one and analyze and all that stuff. Those 3 days is like you're in this warm bath of nourishing energies, and those point of views literally, if you like your willingness to let them go and you allowing your body to become more present and vocal in your life, will melt that away. And this is one of the beauties. There is no mind shit required.
I mean, the peace that shows up in these classes,
Beyond.
it's
Yeah.
just so
Yeah.
like recently I ran the earth process, and it was just, you know, that desertification of the earth. And I remember running it and nobody was talking, and I just stayed quiet for the whole class because I was like, why would I use words in the space? It would be like words would be an intrusion on the silence and the space. So there's a peace and a space too.
Totally. And there's also this thing that I would like to add is that a body class is not about fixing anything. It might be that you have this pain that you've had for like centuries, or let's say a while, but it's so much more. It's literally actually not just hearing it or saying the words or somewhere getting it, but really, really receiving your body and the magic that your body is, how much it knows, all this, like, it's like a treasure house. And this is for me what the body class is. And the things that get healed, the things that get, you know, sorted out is extra, but it's really not a fixing, let's fix our bodies class. It's such a reclaiming of your body and receiving of your body.
And if you're watching this live, you just might notice while Kalpana is talking that your whole body probably started to relax. That's your body's awareness of the energy that these classes actually offer for your body. Yeah, so will you talk to people about, one of the things that surprised me was that when I had the body classes and when I got the body work done, I didn't buy into other people's points of views, or I used to do a lot of contraction. I'm not sure what that was like for you guys, but it was like as a kid, I used to contract all the time. And that just, it really fell out of my world when I went to the body classes. And yeah.
Yeah, not just the concept of like we are built from space, but like in these classes, like truly experience that and to experience some like people taking care of you and your body is something I've experienced in these classes that creates such a dynamic change. So many people on the planet have not had somebody touch them without expectations, without a judgment, just from space. And even like that place where you actually, what I love with these tools is that a lot of people that take these classes have sometimes like learned through methods and techniques and they have a lot of knowledge, but then just being present with your body and with other bodies is such a gift of this work. And it's like I love just to watch people have that space in their world and to see what is, it's not even what changes from there, but what is possible from there. It's like an entire different universe that you have available suddenly. It's like, oh wow, if babies would be touched from day one from that, like what would exist on the planet? And this is what these classes gift to you if you're willing to receive it. And in my last body class, it was amazing because I asked on the last day, usually I stop around 5 o'clock, and I asked like, do you guys want to stop at 5 or at 6 today? And everybody was like, oh, can we go till 6? Like, we ended at 7, I think, and it was this presence of space and nobody was in a hurry to go home. I was like, wow, like what else is possible with being together, having a presence with each other and an allowance. Yeah. Is that kind of an answer to your question?
I mean, it just speaks volumes to my body. So phenomenal. I just love watching how happy all of you guys get when you talk about classes and when you talk about bodies. It's so cool. So Diva's here, Diva and Gaïa. Would you guys like to say something?
I would love to, actually. I am. Hi, Gaïa. I'm on my phone. I'm multitasking. You know, just thought I'd change things up tonight. I'm so grateful for this conversation. And actually, it's funny because the Access 3-day body class was the first class I ever did in Access. Shh, don't tell anyone. It was like almost 11 years ago. I didn't have the prereqs.
I know. I was
The
like, you didn't do
facilitator let me do it.
foundation. You
I know.
bad.
I hadn't even done bars, hadn't done anything. But the facilitator asked a question anyway, and he got like a permission to do it. So
Wait, Diva, please, people, don't do that at home.
no, do not do it. But the reason, sorry, that was probably not my smartest move. But
We will get in trouble. People like to call us and say, but Diva, why not?
I was like, Diva.
This is actually very funny.
But also, the prereq wasn't foundation then. It wasn't. The prereq was actually bars or something. And there was just one person that facilitated the classes. Now there's like hundreds and everything is different.
Don't worry, you created and changed so much that your excuse for that. Oh, good.
No, but the reason that I'm saying that is like, for me, my body was never a priority, like ever. And, you know, it's like, if I had seen stuff about bodies being like, oh, this is a gift to your body, I would have been like, who cares? Like, I want to fix my money. I want to get my business to do that. Like, I'll think of my body afterwards when the rest of my life is right. You know, like I'll do all of that. And it's funny how, you know, like the universe works or whatever, because this was the only class that was available in the area. The prereqs were different. It was 500 centuries ago, so everyone calm down.
We'll have to give
Gary
Gaïa
gave
Bodyclass.
special permission. It was from Gary Douglas. But if it hadn't been for that, I probably wouldn't have paid that much attention to the body classes. And I say that because I'd like to speak to those people. Like if that's you and you are like, all right, sure, body, whatever. One thing that I noticed for me is that I hadn't really recognized that my body was here to contribute to my life.
Oh.
I had it as like a weird thing that I had to take care of and just try and make it just be functional. Yeah. And so when I started like just doing access and getting my bars run, getting the body processes, I realized that my life got easier the more I included my body and the more I did this stuff. And it wasn't logical. I actually didn't have anything to fix in my body at all. I think I had like an old ballet injury in my ankle that disappeared after the first class, even though I hadn't tried to make it change. But it's been like this constant gifting. And whenever I get the sense that like I'm overwhelmed, stressed out, tired, run down, whatever, if I go to, okay, let's see, you know, body, would you like a body process or whatever, that instantly changes everything, because now I know that our bodies are here to contribute to us. You know, they really are. It's like we sit around judging them, like, you know, we've been talking about in this call, and we do all this stuff, but your body's there for you, just happy to contribute all the time. And are you receiving it? You know, and what if that's what the body classes could begin to be, this space where you're receiving on a totally different level from everything and everyone that desires to contribute, starting with your body.
So grateful that you talked about this. I met with a friend of mine yesterday who's a chiropractor, and I just said to him, did you thank your body today for all the bodies that you touched, that you've actually, your business, actually your body is contributing to your business?
Yeah.
And he was like, huh? So yeah, thanks so much for the, wow.
I add something in regard with the body class. So I founded Access Consciousness in America. I was living at that time in America. So I was living like this life, like all the time in nature, like the body was nurtured by California. Like I was like really having like such a life. And then when I became a facilitator, I asked, where should I go to facilitate? And I got that in Romania. So can you imagine for me going from California, like all day long in nature, in Bucharest, like a city where is, you know, crowded and the energy was so different. So I remember my first class, advanced body class in Rome, like in 2013 with Gary, and I was on the table and I was crying like crazy because my body was so much affected by the energies around. So really, it can be that it's also the point of view, but many times these points of view are energetical, and then you don't really know what to do. So for me, I remember I was asking him, what should I do? I don't want to go there. It's like, it's crazy for me and for my body. And he said, like, do the body processes. And I can say that this is the only thing that helped my body to really be able to be anywhere around the globe and not to have this, it's heavy, you know. So this is an amazing thing, like especially for people that are so sensitive to energies, like the body class, and especially the advanced body class for me was the one that made the shift. Is like, it's a totally different reality.
Advanced body class? Did you say? Is there an advanced body class coming up? Did anybody hear about the advanced body class, Gaïa?
It's basically in my head every day. Yes, we do have an amazing advanced body class coming with Gary, and the only one he's going to facilitate in Europe. So this is like a big thing to me right now. And probably not just to me, to everyone here and more people. And yeah, and I would love just to say something, because I actually got an awareness tonight, and thank you to all of you. And was also when Anthony was saying that I forgot what you said, but you were talking about like the body needs to catch up, like we be more aware and more aware and more aware. And I actually got, I mean, not that is the conclusion, whatever, you take whatever you want with that, but how much is important the advanced body class to follow up with you, because you attend COP, you attend foundation before, and then you're like, okay, and there's ESB and SOP, etc. But the advanced body class here, for me, I just got how important it is to actually allow your body to catch up on all the awareness that you're getting and how much you're changing. So I was like, wow. So really, thank you for that. And yeah, and tomorrow I'm attending a body class, and we were really looking. So tomorrow Valentine's Day, we were looking at like to have your body as your partner. And you know, when you have a partner, you guys need to follow up sometimes to catch up together. And like that's really what I got. It's like what's going on also in the advanced body class. So yeah, that's all for me tonight. Thank you. No, thank you really for that. And I, like Rachel was saying, you guys are so happy when you talk about bodies, and how much our bodies get so happy when we hear about it. So truly, what would be a contribution for you and your body? And maybe I would say, what would be a contribution for your body? Just ask your body.
Can I say one thing? You don't need to, because some people might like, you don't need a happy body before you choose this. Like, you know, I don't know how many of you
it can be like one of the effects of
yeah because I remember in the beginning when I started Access, like I really thought I had no capacities with bodies because I had so much things that weren't working. But what if that might be an indication of something you maybe have a capacity.
Wow, thank you, Yazo. And maybe also Vladica, would you like to say something on, I mean, we cover a lot of things, but would you have a little
add
to add to that?
Well, yeah, you really covered a lot of stuff, but I would like to say something about capacities. For me, the joy of a 3-day body class is to see this change in people that are coming the first day to the class with a lot of points of views about what is painful, what is not changeable, what is not accessible, and so on. And the third day, when the bodies has been received themselves, how they open up for this flexibility and the joy and the potency of what it means to have a body. And I mean, I can just talk about myself. I mean, my point of view was that I was tired, or I couldn't facilitate more than 8 hours per day, or I had some kind of weird point of views when I started to facilitate my first body classes. And I remember at one time when I did the body class in Paris, Gaïa, that you and your mom hosted, with more than 40 people, I said, I'm exhausted. I can't do classes like this. And and my capacity becomes stronger and stronger, and I could actually be more with the bodies and receive much more. So it is really interesting, speaking about how your point of view creates your reality here tonight, that a body class for me is actually accessing everything that you be, accessing all your energies, accessing your capacities, and becoming aware of hidden gifts that you have that can also show up in a body class, especially when you don't have any expectations at all about why you come to a body class. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's just so exciting. So folks, there'll be a Academy de Falta. Oh, Daddy, did you want to say something, darling?
Can I just say, and actually I would like to honor our founder, Gary Douglas, because I mean, I am grateful as hell or as fuck or whatever for
A lot.
for body facilitator, because that was his awareness. When I met him the first time 10 years ago, I would never choose to become a body facilitator. At that time, I said, I don't even like my body. Why should I like other bodies? So if you really are looking at choosing an advanced body class, I would like to say, hey, don't think too much. Just ask your body and go to Ireland, because you will never regret it. That man is brilliant.
And it's just, all of these guys on here are doing classes. If you're sitting at home tonight and you're like, okay, I'm going to be in that body class, and you require 2 body classes to come be with us, get your ass. You can go to Anthony's tomorrow, and then you can go to someone else's next weekend. You can have
Friday with Nadja in
and
Slovenia.
Saturday, you've Slovenia, you've the Netherlands, you have
please be
London.
aware that they also travel, so they might not be in the country where they live. Just like have a look at the schedule.
And may I say something? Like, I did so many modalities, but Access, it's really the only thing that put you in touch with your body. And you start, instead of being afraid of your body, you start to create with your body. And also this amazing thing that Gary Douglas created, like this platform for us to create a totally different reality for bodies on this planet. You cannot find something like this on this planet.
No.
So it's really like the most amazing gift we can have, like to play with this and to be on this creative edge of creating, like really creating the bodies and embodiment in a totally different way. So it's kind of for pioneers in consciousness, people that are not happy with, holding the bodies and doing all that shit, and look for a different reality. So
absolutely. We'll all be there. Who will you be there, Anthony? Will you be there, Kalpana? Will you be there?
I won't make the Dublin class because I'll be in London next week too, and then I gotta head back and go be a daddy.
Required.
We hold, yeah. Guys, thank you for your time. Thanks for coming on. Have loads of fun in your classes. Check out these amazing people. Thank you so much.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Ciao.
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 So.